Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. My name is DB333 and welcome to Hearthstone for Fuhrerreich. Now, this is a brand new mod that came out 2 days ago at the time of recording this. It is a alt history mod of Kaiserreich. Basically, it's what if Germany lost World War One? Because in Kaiserreich they won World War One. And in this mod, it's a look at if they lost it from this world's point of view. So it's pretty interesting. I've hopped in and tried a few nations a little bit. I played Germany once. It was alright. It kind of ended horribly for me. And then I played it as America over here, which went much better. But I'm not really too interested in playing either of these nations right now, or at least right now, because Germany's alright, but America feels a little bit sparse for content. They have their own focus tree, but it's not too interesting. So I was deciding which nation I was going to do my first LP for this for, and I was thinking Hungary. But there's a path I want to go down when I do that LP, and I'm not entirely sure how to do it, if I'm honest. So I'm going to hold off on doing that for a while, and instead I'm going to be going to a bit of a different nation, which I'm a bit shocked that I got a focus tree so early on, when a lot of nations haven't. Georgia. Yeah, Georgia. State, not the state, the country. I'm a bit surprised that Georgia got a focus tree before, say, Japan or China. Or any of them. Not that I'm complaining, it's a nice little focus tree. So, yeah, we're going to be hopping in as Georgia now. Before I start, I'd like to apologize right off the bat. Georgian is not my first language, so I'm going to probably butcher a lot of these pronunciations. Georgia. There we go. So some of the names I'm probably going to get wrong. Maybe probably some of the towns as well. So let's load in. Alright, so we start off with 6 troops. It's not too bad. Let's go with a field marshal. Who do we want to go with? Ooh, I don't think I want to go with Berea. I know what Batman's done. Let's go with Georgi Kvinitadze. He looks like that's a pretty good. Yeah, he looks like a pretty good field marshal. We'll go for him. And for our general, let's go with our only general, really, Kakutsa Cholukashvili. Close enough, I think. Feel free to correct me on my pronunciations, by the way. Like I said, I'm probably butchering that. Yeah, let's assign you. Let's put you on the Armenian border. And for our research, let's go electronic mechanical engineering, basic machine tools, and construction 1. We can train up a few troops, so let's get 2 of those. Put them right in Georgia proper. Yeah. For national focus, we can work on our Army, our Navy, or our Air Force. This is a tree, real quick, just so you can get a look. I might go into a bit more depth in a second, so I'll go over what our plans are and everything, but, yeah. What do we want to get working on? We can't work on our, we can't have elections or the, industry until the, London stock market crash happens around September 36th. Here or there, more or less. What do we want to do exactly? Let's work on our army works. We do not have many factories. We have some infantry equipment. And let's get working on some artillery too. Civilian factories. Alright, we don't have much to build with either, so let's go build a civvy factory there and a civvy factory there. We also have dockyards, so we can't really build much again, so let's go with some convoys. Alright, Fuhrerreich Alpha, build 0.1.1. Thank you. Let me see all the events. So yeah, let's roll attention all the way up. Volunteers, alright. Low popularity, that's not good. Georgia's situation. In 1936, after the October Revolution, the Russian Transcaucasian province broke off and formed the Transcaucasian Federation. However, the state wasn't long for the world and soon broke into Armenia, Azerbaijan, and Georgia. Seeing as war's end would not come soon, the Georgians, led by the Menshevik Party, invited the Germans to occupy Georgia and protect them from the Ottomans. The Georgians didn't take sides in the Russian Civil War, and while the Bolsheviks were initially hostile in 1920, Georgia signed a peace agreement with the Soviet Union, which established the Bolshevik Party as a legal political party. As the years went by, a new faction developed in the Menshevik Party. The old internationalists have received renewed interest as the Soviet Union seemed peaceful and prosperous. They weren't a major threat until recently, when we started advocating for Georgia to join the Soviet Union as an SSR. The current government of Georgia is from the other faction, those who are against joining the Soviet Union. The chairman of Georgia, No Ramishvili, who has been elected after a constitutional amendment that abolished term limits and extended the term of chairman, has a strong anti-Bolshevik stance. However, it seems like the pro-union faction gains more and more popularity every month. Well, whatever that says. I'm not quite sure. Indian Rebellion of 1935. During the latter weeks of 1935, widespread rioting took place in several important Indian cities following a refusal of the British administration to reform working conditions and raise pay throughout British India. These harsh conditions were imposed as early as 1924 and have since caused great resentment among the population. While initially dispersed, a collection of rebel leaders have succeeded in ejecting British officials from major locations throughout the country, having taken up arms with the stated purpose of forcefully expelling the British from India. While numerous, rebels are poorly equipped, and it's unknown whether their efforts will ultimately succeed. So yeah, this event, right off the bat, India is in conflict in the British Raj. Also, Spain is in a four-way civil war, which I've mostly seen the Republicans win, but I've also seen the Spanish Popular Front win once or twice, maybe even the monarchists. I haven't seen the Phalangers win yet. So, yeah. I think what's going to happen anyway, ultimately, is going to not affect us too much. I'm not too concerned. What else? Germany is kind of in a bad state right now. They lost the Kiel zone to the Danes. The Rhineland to the French, kind of. They're inter-allied Rhineland, which has their own focus here, which is interesting looking. What else? Transylvania is a thing. Greater Serbia is a thing. Italy has the Adriatic coast for the most part, down to Dubrovnik, however you say that, and China's a bit more of a clusterfuck than it usually is, but other than that, nothing too out of the ordinary. So yeah, that's the world. More or less. The Ottomans have taken a nasty beating. They, spoiler, this guy might not last for very much longer. Then we're gonna see what happens here exactly. Yeah. Anywho. Let's get going. We are losing political power. Let's go over the focus we have real quick. We have a Junker School, which gives us some decent buffs, some entrenchment bonuses, land doctrine research time, some attack and defense on core territory bonuses, and army experience gain. Georgian Junker School is a military academy founded in 1919 and headed by General Georgy Kvinitadze. It's taught many officers which are now serving in our army and has proved to be a very effective institution. We also have Menshevik Party schisms, which cost us a lot of damn political power. Well, the Menshevik Party ruled in our country from our Declaration of Independence and are still ruling now. In recent years, it's become increasingly split between those who look to the libertarian socialism of Soviet Union and want to join them, and those who wish for Georgia to remain independent. This has affected the party's ability to rule. We also have separatism. Recently, there's been a surge in separatist activity in our country's provinces. If we don't deal with this quickly, we will face instability and revolts. So yeah, we got a lot of shit we're gonna have to deal with. For the path I'm thinking about going, I think we're gonna go down the anti-union, go for a coalition. We'll decide exactly what we want to do, but for foreign policy, I'm thinking about reviving that Transcaucasia thing that we was brought up before, the Transcaucasian Republic. And go with that, and then probably form our own alliance. A lot of these satellite events sadly don't really have descriptions, which is a bit of a shame. But I remember reading from the what was it, the progress report, what more or less all this kind of implies and such. So we can go from there. Should I set up a front line here? Yeah, sure. Let's do a front line real quick. For decisions, we can fortify the borders. I'm not really worried about the Soviet border, a little bit, but not. I won't worry about that too much for a while. Do they even have? Can they even go after us? Yeah, it doesn't look like it, no. Soviet tree is a little bit lacking, if I'm honest. I'm a bit disappointed about that. It looks like a little bit rushed, maybe. They can either go for the Union and annex Ukraine and Belarus and all of these, though they might although these guys might declare war to try to stop that. Russia, from my experience, has always won that, or they go down this path usually, which they sometimes do. I've never seen them go down this path, so if that happens, we'll have to see. Political deadlock, yeah. It'll be interesting to see how that goes, see if Ukrainian independence happens or anything like that. Ban the Caucasus. If they abandon this, I think we can expand a little bit, do some cheeky expansions up into here, you know? Into Chechnya, or Dagestan, and the Mountain SSR. King George V is dead. May he rest in peace. Who's leading Ukraine? Is it Khrushchev? No, it's not. It's not Khrushchev. Alright. Yep. Speak of the devil, the Sultan of the Ottomans are dead. We'll have to see what they decide to do exactly. Yeah, they're going down to the emergency sessions right now. They can either keep the monarchy and go after all of this, or they can go down the death of an empire and either go Kemalist or Turanist. Remember there was another branch before, but I guess it's not here anymore. Which is a bit of a shame, I guess, but like I said, we have to wait a bit for this to happen, so we'll have to decide. Let's go, what do we want to go down? I think our own local arms will be enough. We have to be a bit self-reliant on ourselves, I suppose. A lot of decisions we can do, but I'm not quite sure. with fees, but it's going to use up a bunch of civvy factories, and I'm not quite sure I want to do that quite yet. We could fortify the Azeri border for 2 factories, this for around 4, and this for, what is it, 5? Yeah, 5. That's not quite worth it. Activit, that guy opens a new museum. That's not how you spell museum. Exhibition. Active time Takashvili, our most renowned history professor in the... I don't know how to say her capital. I feel... I remember some way to say it, but I forget how to say it. Tbilisi State University was honored in opening a new exhibition in Georgian Museum in Tbilisi. The exhibition was about the documents that were in the Trans-Caucasian archives from the Tsarist era. Among them are some fascinating findings about the extent of the Okhrana infiltration into the Georgian Bolshevik groups that seem to put a lot of current Georgian Bolsheviks in bad light. Well, I'll be sure to check that out. That sounds fascinating. Nothing like a nice, interesting museum to go to. We're going to lose that political power soon anyway, but... oh well. I think this is going to take a while. It's going to take a while. So local arms are enough. Paris colonial expedition. Just trying to justify their imperialism. Well, as long as they don't come near me, I guess I don't mind too much. Let's go ahead and enforce conscription laws, boost our manpower up a bit. What else we can... that boosts the Junkers, Junker, I'm not sure. I'm gonna go with Junker, because I don't know if it's pronounced like Junker would be for the Germans. I think I kind of want to go with this, and then just expand that. But... anyway, Indian rebels surrender. Which... is nice. We'll see whether they or not they end up staying, they end up not rebelling still, or whether they decide to rise up back again. Let's go mechanical computing. Our ideology is grown. We can't really. Yeah, screw it. We are going to be staying Social Democrats anyway, so it's probably for the best. What else? We can get bonus to land doctrine, some army experience, or the bonus to the, officer training. Well, that would be pretty good, actually, extending a near corpse. God damn. It looks like it doesn't really matter what we go down. I kind of want to expand the Junker School. I think this bonus is going to be better for us in the long term. So we'll go for that. Man, it could be mistaken. It depends on what bonuses we get from the Poles and the French, but yeah, it looks like the monarchist might end up winning here. Well, I could be mistaken. Portuguese Civil War. Yeah, the Republican forces basically take over the colonies, and from there, just a civil war. What about the islands? Who controls the islands? Portugal does. Anyway, that's all the time I have for right now, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for watching, though. If you like this video, go ahead and leave a like. If not, feel free to dislike. If you want to see more of my content in the future, go ahead and hit that subscribe button for more uploads every weekday, as well as every Saturday. If you have any comments, feedback, concerns, anything of the sort, go ahead and leave in the comment section below. I read all the comments I get, and I appreciate any all feedback you may have for me. If you want to support me financially, I have a Patreon down link below. You can check that out. I have some reward tiers that will hopefully incentivize you to check it out. If you can't support me, I understand. I have no hard feelings, but it's the only way I can make money off this right now. So, you know, keep that. If you think I deserve some, take the initiative yourself and send some my way. I also have a Discord down link below if you want to check that. We can chat, play games, just have a fun old time generally. So, yeah, that's about it, guys. My name has been DB333, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.